What is, the most significant finding that I've found in order to understand this gender thing that's going on by exploring this gender thing? Eyes are up here, okay? It's a movement phenomenon. I had just the coincidence of being able to explore it because I have some type of movement impairment, probably caused by a violent attack and some neurological damage, and then the preventing of that by imposed discrimination by a couple of people that were closest to me. And then in my job in defense, that being a large vector of social attack being used against us, I explored it fully. Now, it's a movement issue, and believe it or not, the largest observation I've made is that from the masculine perspective, to explore feminine is to explore a level of relaxation of muscles and of how would I describe this? Like projected defense mechanisms, which men are walking around in all the time, because for thousands of years men have been expected to go and kill other men to defend their countries, in a kind of ever-increasing escalation up to World War II, which was horrific and mechanized. And then I think in response, there's this type of... It's very complicated. But the largest thing that I notice in order to delve in this, and one is the level of discrimination and the barrier against it, even in my own mind, that is installed there. It does feel wrong, it feels taboo to delve into the feminine. And then the more I get into it, I realize it's not feminine, it's movement. It's actually a level of relaxation. To be able to relax down to proper body movement. But the reason it feels feminine is because women have been the only people able to go that. And that's if you get the whole gay pride, flamboyantness that was seen in the previous decade, that is those individuals, perhaps unburdened with the responsibility of parenthood, have been able to explore that as well, and have kind of misinterpreted that as a direct discrimination on them. It's actually a discrimination against movement and of a form of men, unshackled from the burden of mortal combat in their future. It's weird. It's fucking weird. I believe there is a unseen version of masculinity that has been restricted for a long time. A really long, 10,000 years of constant domestication down to military usage of the masculine form. This is a civilizational phenomenon that is now hitting critical mass and then becoming untenable. It's not going to be an option. We aren't going to win the wars of the future by being fierce, masculine men, because there is a level of global harmony that will require a new archetype of men that are sensitive to all of the intricacies of appropriate cultural formworks that are beneficial to all different people. And so this requires and empathy to be developed in individuals that seek to exhibit change on the world. And to do that, you have to embrace. If I can't display a relaxed, and even it's like I'm still not there, it's difficult because there is this cast in my mind to be a man. And I am actually being a man, even if I look it's really complicated. And so it's only the exhibition type, extroverted individuals that have been exhibiting this, when in reality this is accessible to all men. And the larger the repulsive form you have, the more constrained by this internal desire to be valued for your masculine contribution to society, which is kind of noble if you don't understand the actual landscape that these wars are going to be fought in. So you are nobly presenting this ultra-masculine, bearish exterior, thinking that we're going to be running at the enemy with spears, but we aren't. The conflicts are being resolved economically, politically, culturally, in a 360-degree landscape of just complication. And so I'm sorry to tell you that your firm, rugged, masculine presentation is obsolete right up until we hit the pinnacle of physical conflict in war, on the ground war. And my manifestation of relaxing and allowing the feminine, the more feminine movement, I suppose, or feminine presentation to appear in myself and to be externally projected, that in no way impairs me on the battlefield, in any battlefield. So if you are maintaining, and look, the woke thing, the ultra woke thing, the ultra corruption of the Pride movement was a deliberate attempt to circumvent this in disguise. It was an act of psychological manipulation inflicted by our enemies. And so your overreaction. We have here in this country the largest case of psychological disorder, like mass, almost all of you. I think this ever happened. I mean, it's everywhere. It's not just in this state, because I can only see it in this state. So I'm in the process, I'm doing rehab on my body because my body's fucked and I'm constantly in pain. Constantly. I kind of pretty well explained what the feminine thing is. But I guess it's just too much of a novelty for my mother, who's considered the last year and a half of what I've been doing irrelevant. In no way stood up for me in any way. In fact, just basically responded by treating anything I do as though it doesn't exist. Yet I play a girl for 5 minutes and she rushes down twice, barges into my space, even though I've said I'm working, to just because she cannot fucking help herself, but to voyeuristically pry herself into what I'm doing. Because it obviously wasn't enough to get the glimpse of me doing the videos like this. It had to go to another level. And she has the luxury of walking down and barging into my space, even though I've said that I'm busy. This is what's going on everywhere. This is what has happened by my children's mother. They will come in, barge in, pick out some little thing that I've done, take that out of context, use that to send me to jail,
use that to perpetuate their own mythology in which I'm all kinds of things. When I've had to hear from my own sister that the police told her that I wanted to kill my children. Now I want to know where this psychosis, which is what it is, started. Where did it? I know where it started. It started with Mark McGowan. But where did it start to percolate? In gossip and hearsay and bullshit. Now my sister is like, she's mentally ill. My mother is mentally ill. My children's mother I basically consider mentally ill, but I would never dare to initiate her against her will into a care system that is completely like negligent and unable to actually deal with any of the phenomenon that's coming from, like changing every single thing on earth in 5 years. That's going to make some changes. But for some reason, we are pandering to the voyeuristic masses that are clearly in the grips of psychosis. They've thrown all types of etiquette, all types of common sense, all types of anything, all types of privacy, I don't know, out the window. And they are frothing with the fact that certain individuals are sharing and they get to fucking pry in without making themselves known and view this. And this is how every woman that is on the internet feels right now. There's an expectancy from the masses of men. But I can tell you, it's the same in reverse, but weirder, I think. Women are kind of pretty used to dealing with, unwanted things from men. The way that it's manifest in my life is if I appear masculine and do this, I'm labelled as a fucking psycho. While I'm defending the fact that I've been ostracized out of society and fucking my name has been dragged through the mud by every single person I've ever met. And then I play a woman for 2 seconds and you're all like, oh, we always knew that he was that. You're all fucking insane. You're all fucking insane. It's called failure to launch, failure to adapt to a new environment. But it's not new. These environments, the way I'm presenting here is how I would present in certain environments that already existed in the physical world. At certain things. And I'm just here. You're the one barging into my fucking space to come and watch what I'm doing and not fucking commenting or not interacting at all and pretending like that is just your divine right. The thing is, like, when this happened with celebrities, I'm not a fucking celebrity. I'm defending my country. When this happened with celebrities, you kind of, he was like, oh, well, they're celebrities. We have the right to fucking bitch about them. But now it's just anyone. It's just anyone who is just doing things. And you think because you're on the majority side of people that aren't doing things, that protects you against being an absolute psychotic cunt. But it doesn't. It exposes you all as being absolute psychotic cunts. I'm not here to bag out my mum, right? She's got enough fucking issues. She's had a pretty fucking hard life and she's had enough of this actually thrust upon her that I can't blame her. But I can see the fucking grinny little bitch face that she fucking walked down here with. Like an entitlement. My son's going bonkers in the shed. I want to go fucking laugh. Like, I want to go, you know what I mean? This might make me fucking... No, mum. No. You know when I needed you, mum? Was when, I don't know, when I got sent to jail for trying to see my children after caring for them for fucking my entire adult life, basically. But you can't see that because you pulled the same cunty move that their mother pulled. And so to see that, you have to fucking first see yourself as the villain for a second, instead of someone else. And this is what in my observation, all women are doing. And it's like, it's not like I'm being misogynistic. This is just some pattern that's emerged in women that's gotten out of hand. It's always other. And then you will all collectively, and you very rarely pick off a woman as being evil unless they're a fucking victim themselves. Then you love that. That's the single mum. Oh, fucking, yeah, I heard she's a fucking little slut. That's all of you cunts, what you're doing. And then if it's a man, crazy, and then you fucking somehow sucked the dick of the, what's it called, exhibitionist drag queens, to think that this is like, you are all so fucked. It's so fucking gross. Like I can't even begin to explain. Like all I get when that happens, right? I'm just like, I want to leave. I want to leave the fucking town. I want to leave the fucking state. I want to leave my entire fucking family, my extended family. I want to leave the English-speaking fucking language that has been possessed by this materialistic, gossip-driven cult. I would like to settle down in some place where it's fucking cold and then just exist free from people thinking that they can observe you and then fucking barge into your space without it. Like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And it's critical mass. Yeah, a lot of people in certain things had to deal with this for a long time, but it's like critical mass. We need these things to fucking develop society, to build businesses, to do all these things. That's what pushed me into it. I had to do a business. I was a musician. It was handy. I was in a small town. It was easier. I could distribute easier. I could work out all my things like that. So I did it. I adapted to the new environment. You all haven't. And it's pretty clear. And it's pretty fucking gross. And you need a shake up to realize the fucking antisocial, disgusting fucking behavior that people in the fucking shadows, the peeping toms, the majority of the gossipy little cunts out there are doing. Yeah, so I'll shine a fucking light on a lot of yous, and then maybe you can police yourselves with your own cuntiness. And I knew it. I knew it. So, if I can start playing around like a girl and yous are all fucking, it's fucking stupid. It's fucking gross. Yous are so fucking conned. You're so fucking spoon-fed propaganda, and you just need to sort yourself out. It's a fucking pecking order fucking contest to retardation central. Who can be the biggest fucking cuck to a system of control that uses diversity, that uses inclusion and equality as a vector to ostracize those who are trying to bring awareness that that system is purely of control. And I sell mirrors. I turned it back on you, you cunts, okay? So go and fuck yourselves.